Hurricane Lala strengthening to the west of Hawaii, and remnants of Tropical Storm Hernan reorganizing briefly to the east of Hawaii. Let's talk about it. Let's just clear up some confusion real quick. Yes, Hernan was a storm well to the east of where Lala was, and it had pretty much no center over the last long time. As you can see, it still has moved to the west. As we head into the evening last night, you can see Lala has organized, and Hernan has actually gained some good convection this morning and this afternoon, and is actually looking decent on satellite. The good news with this, it's not expected to strengthen. It is supposed to die out. This is probably its last revival of convection, and by the evening hours, this convection should wane. Hurricane Lala, on the other hand, is already a Category 2 hurricane, and I think it will probably become a major hurricane. Though the NHC doesn't show it, I think it'll probably still strengthen up to a major for at least a brief bit. Could be Cat 3, could be Cat 4. I think Cat 3 is more likely at the moment, but wouldn't be surprised if it made it to low-end Cat 4. And the NHC not even tracking remnants of Hernan, even though they do look tropical. That is how unimportant it is. Also, the Atlantic not expecting activity in the next 7 days, still. This is going to be our main concern after in the eastern Pacific. But there's also going to be another storm forming to the southeast of Hawaii in the same area Lala was. But the good news is it is not expected to move as far to the north. Running out our AI models, you can see that Lala heads to the west. This is the remnants of Hernan. It's not expected to get close to Hawaii at all. And then here's the system we will be watching to pass to the south of Hawaii, maybe bring some more moisture in. That is a potential, especially if it makes its way a little more north. But I think a landfall potential is like a 2% chance. And again, this one could move into the western Pacific and become even a bigger storm later on, but it's just too far out to determine that. The main system we are watching, though, is this developing tropical depression off to the southeast of our Mariana Islands. This one is expected to pass just to the north, maybe bring some outer effects, maybe tropical storm conditions into the northern islands like Tinian and Saipan there. And we also have a tropical depression to the east of Taiwan. We've been talking about this area for a while now, and now it has developed. I think this area to the south of China will also develop. We'll watch it probably develop as a low-end tropical storm, either just before hitting Hainan or in between Hainan and Vietnam. And it could be slow-moving depending on the interaction with this other gyre-like storm. Now, where does this storm track out then? This is going to be our big typhoon. It continues off to the west, and then there's higher uncertainty on what happens here. Some of them take it straight into China, like what Dolphin did, and then some of them bring it north very slowly and into maybe Korea, Japan, something like that. Really, you've only had Jangmi as a big storm over in mainland Japan. That's the only big storm you guys have had. Okinawa has already had quite a few storms already this year. So, yeah, this could be a little bit stronger than maybe Jangmi. Running out a couple models in the Atlantic, are we seeing any hint of development? Well, there is a tropical wave that will be moving off of Africa like late August, 26th, 27th of August. And right now, our European AI model is hinting at some development. But almost 100% chance that if anything does develop here, it is going to turn to the north. Even our most aggressive model, the GFS, turns it to the north. though slightly further west, it still turns it to the north, away from the mainland US. Lastly, loading in our Google Weather Lab, you can kind of see the uncertainty that we are seeing right now with what could be another super typhoon. Right now, the average of this model does bring it up to Cat 4, though I think Cat 5 is also pretty likely. A lot of the ensembles are taking it further to the north, but still a good handful of them are taking it further to the west, either straight into Taiwan or China, or maybe a little weird track or something or other. But right now, if it does turn to the north, it's probably going to be over South Korea or Japan. What about longer range signals? Well, we do have the area to the south of Hawaii, and we do have the area to the west of Mexico. We also have a couple signals to the southwest of where Lala is right now, where we could see some more development of maybe another long track storm. Yeah, it's an El Nino year, that's for sure. And then we're expecting even more signals in the central, east, and west pack after that. In the Atlantic, we are seeing bigger signals for the tropical wave, but just like I stated earlier, not seeing complete any impacts from this one most likely, if it does form. Again, that would be named Dolly, but this is like 10 days out. I would expect the NHC to highlight an area at least in the next couple of days. Yeah, if we do get another named storm in the Central Pacific, it'll be named Moke. Alright? That's all I have for you today. I will see you again tomorrow.